What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning Terence Bud Crawford. Terence Bud Crawford reacts to the win that Errol Spence had last night, and, quote, "Keep my belts warm. I'll be coming to grab them later this year." But wait, there is more. He also left Errol Spence this message. "Congratulations at Errol Spence Jr. Great fight. Now the real fight happens. No more talk. No more side of the street. Let's go." Wink, handshake, emojis for Terence Bud Crawford. You know, I think the best thing that ever happened to Terence Crawford is he left Bob Arum. Not necessarily went to PBC, but left Bob Arum because Bob Arum, he was disrespecting him. He didn't feel it was need to do his job, which I thought that was weird, coming from a promoter, and it feels good to pimp a promoter for once, because that's exactly what Terence Crawford was doing. And we know Terence Crawford was looking for that boogeyman, which Errol Spence claimed to be so much, or back in that day. But I do appreciate him calling out Terence Crawford. That is the last belt. There is really no one else. He has the majority of belts. The WBO belongs to Terence Crawford. So I like the energy. So the build-up starts. And this is something, as you guys heard and knew, I didn't think this fight would ever happen, because I either thought Errol Spence would either move up or Terence Crawford would either, retire or whatever. But it's the right time. I think if they waited another year or two, it would be past the prime. But these guys are the best in the division. Okay? With Errol Spence putting it to Ugas the way he did showed me that that man is still a beast, that he is somewhat of a miracle, from that wreck, and I heard he got in another wreck. So he was just sent to be in this position for a reason, in the right type of condition, which is an absolute blessing, because we get to see these guys put their talent on the line, put it front stage and center. And it's going to be fireworks, because Errol Spence is going to come to fight. Terence Crawford is going to come to fight, because one thing about Terence Crawford, when you piss him off, it just makes him mad. It makes him mean. It's crazy. Remember Mean Machine? Bars. Mean Machine took it to Terence Crawford, gave him a couple good licks, pissed him off, and Terence Crawford went berserk, okay? So we will see if he can go berserk with Errol Spence, but one thing's for sure, he is not shying away from this fight, because I know a lot of people expected Terence Crawford to go silent when Errol Spence called him out, just for sake of bragging. Well, where's Terence Crawford? Here is Terence Crawford. Terence Crawford is here and live in living color. Right here. And he congratulated him. Now let's get this real fight on. Let's go for the undisputed welterweight championship. Let's get all the straps. Errol Spence wants it to be strap season. This is the ticket, okay? He has one last belt to get, and it's the belt to get from the best fighter on the planet, Terence Bud Crawford. So we get to see Errol Spence, one of the best welterweights, take on one of the best that just so happened to be welterweight. Hopefully the next fight. You guys tell me what you think of Terence Crawford's first reaction of Errol Spence beating Yordenis Ugas. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.